Recently, I finished Mario Odyssey, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. Yes, I know, another video talking about Mario Odyssey. But why not? These are my thoughts for real. First off, I want to say Mario Odyssey was truly an adventure, truly an odyssey. Pun intended. But a quick disclaimer, I am not a Mario connoisseur. I have only played 3D Land and Odyssey. Yes, I know, 3D Land, considered one of the worser Marios. I don't care. I will play more. Trust. First though, I want to talk about the graphics. Coming from mainly 3D Mario, 3DS Mario, this game was truly a step up. The graphics are quite frankly beautiful and very stylized. I love the more realistic but still cartoony Mario graphics. Getting to run around in full 3D was just so fun. I mean, we've had other 3D Marios, but damn, Odyssey truly shows that it is the newest Mario. I will say, the graphics aren't the greatest, and sometimes I can see pixels, but I will say, the graphics are nice for what they are. I don't expect the nicest graphics. I expect to have fun. And this is where Mario Odyssey excels. It is genuinely fun. When I started it, I fell in love with the game. Cappy is actually a pretty great addition, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too thrilled about Cappy replacing power-ups, but he is still pretty good. Using Cappy to help solve puzzles and get around was actually really fun. I found myself exploring the world using Cappy a lot. This is what really makes Odyssey shine. It's just a fun platformer. Many kingdoms, I found myself exploring the world before even completing the boss or challenges. Now, I can go back and re-explore and just dive back into the world, or I guess the kingdom. The world itself is very easy to get lost in, but I will say for an open world game, open world is kinda small. It's big, but it's not big enough. I hope the next Mario is a little more open. Where Odyssey has downfalls, it definitely makes up for it. This Mario was genuinely fun. All the boss fights, I actually found myself enjoying them. And I won't lie, some of them were a little hard. Look, I never said I was good at Mario. I'm just a casual player for real. But the spectacle of the fights and seeing the levels at which we were just fighting was wow. The Bowser fight was pretty fire, I'm gonna be honest. But this brings me to one glaring issue Odyssey has. There are too many power moons. It's fun exploring and finding them, but sometimes I find myself more focused on finding them than just exploring the world and enjoying it. Yes, it was fun to explore and find all these moons, but to find out there's so many more, I barely collected, I think 150 or 200 moons. So I don't know, man. This game is fun, but there was a certain point where finding the moons became a slog. It was just tedious to find all the moons, then to then progress to the next kingdom. Especially how every world, or well, I shouldn't say world, every kingdom or most of them, I had to collect a lot. By the time I reached the Luncheon Kingdom, I was low-key burnt out, which is a shame because this is arguably one of the best kingdoms. This kingdom was so beautiful, and that is one of the best parts of Odyssey. The kingdoms are actually very pretty and honestly look really good. The designs were really nice, and playing on my Switch and just running around, I was mesmerized. Especially since, I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen Mario this HD. My boy looks good. And we can talk about the Metro Kingdom, cause damn, that kingdom is beautiful. The boss fight, super fun. And then even more so, the kingdom itself is just nice. Running around, exploring the streets, seeing people walking around, it was awesome. And the fits, each kingdom also had low-key some fire-ass fits. My favorite has to be Mob Boss Mario. My boy looking sleek. And there are other bangers though, I'll be honest. Now, going back to the kingdoms, the Sand Kingdom what a great kingdom to start off with. And I know we had started off in the Cappy Kingdom or whatever, and then the one with the dinosaur, I don't know, I keep forgetting. But like the first kingdom that we actually start off like exploring, finding the moons and stuff. Wow, what a great kingdom. And then the Moon Kingdom, oh my god, it was so beautiful. Finishing the game on the moon, like damn. Mario for real is number one. Look how far my boys come. Alright, so now that I'm done glazing the kingdoms, here's the bad. First off, the names. Like, come on. Sand Kingdom, Moon Kingdom, come on, Nintendo. Give us a little more than that. Plus, Kingdom at the end of everything feels so bland. Like, some of the worlds, as creative as they are, still are basic. Like, I enjoyed and loved Odyssey, but even I can admit the kingdom suffered. Like, the Seaside Kingdom, for as nice and original it felt a bit bland. I feel Nintendo could have done better, especially if they remastered or extended old worlds to make them bigger. Like, that would actually be so crazy, but they would never. And now, let me say my least favorite world. Shit had me considering dropping it, because I just didn't want to do it. The Lost Kingdom. Like, I won't say it was that bad, but it just didn't click with me. I found myself not really enjoying it. Like, I still did it and got my moons, but like, it was alright. A kingdom, I will say, that was both amazing and kind of ass was the Ruined Kingdom. I say this because the vibes were honestly immaculate. Shit gave you some Dark Souls ass vibes, and the dragon fight, damn, that was a celebration of Mario for real. Seeing that dragon had me kicking my feet like a schoolgirl. But this is also part of the problem. That whole kingdom is the dragon fight. Like, you create such a beautiful and stylistic kingdom just for it to be small and only stares up to the dragon? Like, I wanted more, but it is whatever. See, and I feel like I'm hating, but it is foul. I expected more. What do you want me to say? Like, I will say this. The game was amazing and almost a masterpiece, but what holds it back is I feel the kingdoms and the moons. There are just too many moons, and the kingdoms just weren't big enough for an open world game that's literally named Mario Odyssey. Had pretty linear levels, to be honest. Also, another kingdom I forgot to mention was the Wooded Kingdom. Like, it was nice, it was fun, I loved the vibes and designs, but it also felt so small. That's like, again, my big problem is I feel like the kingdoms could have been bigger, and I don't know, like, look, I know I'm ranting, but that's kind of the whole point. Anyway, thank you for joining me for another stupidly dumb rant, and I hope you have a good one.